Hello everyone, I wanted to take a minute and let everybody know about the final project and some information and how you can access it. If you look in the Assignments tab to the left, you're obviously going to see My View, but if you scroll down and you click on Final Project Instructions, you're going to first see an APA cheat sheet. This is just going to give you information on how to cite your sources. And then if you click here, this is your area to find the instructions for the final project. So take a moment to read through these if you haven't already. And then what you need to do first, I'm going to close out of this, is you need to go over to the discussion board, scroll down, and you're going to want to type in what your topic is that you've chosen for your final presentation. Make sure nobody else has chosen that topic. What we're going for is to make sure that each of the topics and presentations is different, because hopefully you're going to be reading through your classmates' presentations and commenting on them. And it would be a little bit redundant if everybody had the same topic that they discussed. So one thing I want to show each of you, because I'm asking you to use some different sources for your final presentation. Some people are a little bit intimidated to find journal articles and sources such as that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you that right from your computer, you can come to River Valley's website. You can click on this link here for the library, and you can scroll down, and you can see that you can search for journal articles right from your computer. I am going to pretend that I am doing my project on panic disorder. Oh, and it pops right up here. I'm going to click search. And what I'm going to find is a bunch of results, over 160,000 to be exact. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to narrow that down, because I don't want to scroll through to find one and click on it in hopes that the full article is there. So I'm going to make sure that I come over to the side, and I will only want to see full text articles. I don't want to see articles that I have to search for or get from another library. I am also going to make sure that this article is very recent. I don't need an article that was written back in 1827 or 1946. I want it to be even more recent than that. I would like it to be preferably within the last 10 years. So I'm going to get as close up to 2018. Let's do in the last 8 years, 2010 to 2018. I can also narrow it down a little bit more. I would like only academic journals. I don't want any magazines. I'm looking specifically for a type of journal article. That's a pretty good search. So let's see now what my results look like. I can scroll down here and I can read the topics and the abstracts from each of these articles. And what you can also see is that each of the articles I've chosen is a full text article. That means I don't have to search for the article anywhere else. I don't have to ask the librarian to order it. It's going to pop up right when I click it. So this looks interesting. Sleep apnea and the risk of panic disorder. So I'm going to click this because maybe this is an article that I'd like to use for my final topic. And if I look over here, I can see that I can get the actual full article, so I can read it right on my computer. I can also print it out, and I can look and see what this article is about. And that's really helpful. So if you haven't done that before, give it a try. I'm going to close out of this and I'm going to go back to the library's website because I want to also show you there's a section down here that says for students. And this is really helpful information. For example, if you needed help with something with Blackboard, but even more than that, there is an area that you can click on to help with citing your sources. What are citations? I know a lot of people get intimidated by citing their sources and what does it mean and what do I have to do? For our purposes, in the field of psychology, we use the APA format. I actually have a link already to this in the class. If you haven't seen it, it's here as well. So this is some great information to be sure you read over. And then here are some other citation tools to be able to use. If you click on this one, for example, this is going to help you do the exact citation that you need. So for our purposes, in this piece, you're going to click Journal Article, and it's going to be able to cite it and help you figure out how you need to cite your sources. Also gives you some basic information. So what I'd like you to do is to go ahead and try this. What I've done for our Chapter 13 assignment, which I haven't made available yet, but I'm still working on it, is I'm going to have you pick your topic, and then I'm going to have you practice this. So as part of the final presentation, you're looking for sources anyway. Chapter 13 is going to have you picking a journal article, posting a link to it here, citing it correctly, and making sure that you summarize what the article is about and how you're going to use it in your final presentation. I will outline all of that here for you as I edit it and make it available today. If you have any questions, once again, do not hesitate to email me, and I hope that you at least have some fun creating your final project. I've been catching up with grading, and I've been loving what I'm seeing in terms of your work. Keep up the great work as we come to the end of the semester, which is just a few weeks away.